Good morning.
I had prayed. I don't know, come here and be nervous, and I ain't nervous. I just wanted to talk to y'all about some stuff I've been going through and the lessons I learned. And first, I want to thank y'all for being here today because it warms my heart to come to church and see people that wants to do good in life. It's just a simple effort as driving here and coming to church, because you can come to church for answers or anything, but God will always give you more than what you expected. I see coming to church as like earth, like I'm spinning, okay? Coming to church, like during the week I might get weak, It's a lot of people that lean on me, and put their weight on my shoulders and stuff. But coming to church, I'm spinning, and God spin me in the right direction, And then when people put their weights on me and stuff, I kind of slow down. Yeah. But you never want to stop, because once earth stops, it gets crazy. So I'm spinning. God spins me in the right direction, And I always want to keep spinning in the right direction. I never want to fall short. I never want to stop. But as I was looking back on my life, I noticed a lot of things. I always find myself in a situation where I say, sometimes I be like, why me? Why this happened to me? Why I have to go through this? And I look at everybody else and they look like they happy. But, everybody have their own problem. And everybody, go through stuff differently. So, as I go through, I say, why me? But as I grow up, I understand, because when I was younger, I never understood. I never understood why I had to come to church. My mama used to be interested, but not me. Unless they had some food outside there. Then when I was trying to come back, as I grew up, the closer you get to God, it's always the better. He gonna lead you through everything. He's always beside you. But and as I'm at this age now, I see how our youth is falling apart, and how, a lot of my friends, I didn't have friends because I never wanted them, because they always wanted to do, different stuff than when I was coming to church, but I was kind of happy that I was on the good side, because I seen a lot of bad things happen, a lot of people my age dying, and I know I didn't want to die. And there have been some situations where I go through stuff and I feel like I want to die. But that's where God comes in, and He's spinning me in the right direction. Like, Ijaay, you can't take that path. And as I came to church, I found myself happy. Then I find myself around the people that I want to be with. I find myself around people that gonna lift me up and pat me on the back, like Brother Dwayne. He gonna pat you on the back. He gonna make sure you're good. Right. They want to see you happy. They want to see you smile every day. Every time I came to church and we had meet and greet with Pastor, I promise you, it was not one time he didn't say, "How you doing, Ijaay?" And as the friends that I had, growing up in school, they never asked me that. They always, "Hey, Ijaay, what party we going to? You going to the game, or you going to this party?" And it's nobody actually check on you and make sure you're doing all right. So that's why I don't really. I got people I can hang with, and I got people that I'm cool with, but I don't have friends, because a lot of friends that make sure I was going to church or I prayed. Ijaay, you pray today? I've never had a friend that asked me that, But you can be that friend. So you can be that friend. Persuade your friends to come to church, try to convince them to come to church with you sometimes, Y'all can hit the party, y'all can hit the fair, but can you come to church the next day, Church is a good place for me, because I grew up in them same seats y'all sitting in now. At a young age, when I didn't understand, your parents might be hard on you. Come to church, and you might be like, "Mom, why?" But really, they don't want to see you fail. They don't want to see you go down the wrong path. They just want the best for y'all. But things will always get worse before it gets better. So you might think it's hard on you, and you might not even see your future, but you might see your next step. Take your next step. Don't worry about what's gonna happen next week. Don't worry about where you. A lot of people used to ask me, Ijaay, where you see yourself in 5 and 10 years? But I never really had a straight answer for that, because the world that we live in, man, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard, but I keep my faith in God. God will lead you. God will lead you as you go. He will lead you down the right path at all times. If you ever need someone to talk to, you can always talk to God, because He's always listening. Right. You can always pray. Most times when I pray, I'm either at work, for in the shower. I cry in the shower too. But the water that's coming from the shower just wash it away, so you really not crying. Right. That's a little follow technique. It's okay to cry and it's okay to not be okay. But keep God in y'all. Keep God in y'all life, man. I'm telling y'all. Y'all might not understand, but I'm telling you, when you grow up, you'll understand. I'm not gonna tell my personal business, but I'm gonna walk y'all through a little bit. I've never smoked or drank a day in my life, but I did take a little sip when I was 21. But I've never smoked a day in my life. You don't need to smoke. You don't need to drink. Don't never let y'all friends try to convince you of doing that stuff to have fun, because you do not have to do that to have fun. I promise you I have more fun than everybody who drinks. Man, I can get down. I do a whole lot of fun stuff, but you don't have to do that. And I want y'all to convince y'all friends that y'all know that do that. I don't know if y'all know people that do that, but y'all don't have to do that. Y'all never have to do that. Y'all hurt yourselves and hurt me. The people who do it hurt themselves and hurt their bodies, but you know, they'll try to say, ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Well, people gonna get to the age where they don't want to listen, you know? And, you know, you can't really tell nobody what to do, but you can always try to tell them, you know, don't do that, man. Don't do it to yourself. I've been trying to spread the word and spread, like, you know, I've been trying to tell the people I knew not to do it, you know, but like I said, you can't tell people what to do, and you know, but those are the type of people you don't want to get yourself caught. You don't want to get yourself caught up in that. So try to stay away from that. You know, you can do all you can, but you don't have to connect yourself to the people that don't want to do good. You know, separate yourself where you can continue to grow. A lot of y'all don't know, but this is a lesson that I learned when I graduated from college.
College?
No, I didn't graduate. I'm sorry. I dropped out. I dropped out of college. I went to college. You know, things weren't working out for me. But, you know, I never gave up. College is not for everybody. You know?
That's right.
So I gave it a try. Things weren't working out. I felt like I was failing. But, you know, I was like, if I go home, if I leave college right now, what would I do? And I know you need money. You need money to live in this world, and nowadays everything is expensive. So I knew when I go home, I'm gonna work, you know. And I'm a young man, so I don't want to stay in my parents' house forever. So I dropped out, went straight to work within a week. Found a job. God bless me with a job. I'm gonna tell y'all about this though. This is amazing. I started working at the job. You know, I'm around older people. You know. I get the job. On my way home from work one day, somebody pulled out in front of me and wrecked my only car that I had. But my job was down the street from my parents' house, so I was kind of good, you know. I was good on transportation, but they wrecked my car, changed my life. I thought it was over with just because I didn't have a car. I was still able to get to work and stuff, but I ended up buying another car, which was a faster car. God had blessed me with a car, but I got too happy. Never get too happy, because God can take it away from you, just like that. I was going like 130 in that car. I was supposed to die. I wrecked it. I lost control on the interstate. 18-wheeler behind me. I so happened to fishtail. I was fishtailing all over the road, but I ended up hitting the side of the road. I ain't hit nobody. I hit the side of the road, and just a little dent got in my car going 130, and I was able to stop. I was able to drive that car to church the next day as well. But I had to thank God. I had to stop myself because I did get too happy. But God can take it away from you just like that. So make sure you don't take things for granted.
That's right. That's right.
Wrecked that car. Took it to the shop. It got totaled. But when I tell you, God will always give you more than what you expected. I didn't lose it. You know, I learned my lesson. I didn't lose it. I got a newer model. Then I get in that, just living good, and then I start to appreciate God more. And God bless you with a car, but why you don't use that car to drive to church? So I started coming to church more when I dropped out. And God blessed me with another one, even better, newer year. So you know, I just want to take that. I learned my lesson from it for not taking that for granted, you know. And then I found myself I wasn't driving to church as much as I should have. But, you know, I learned that because it was like somebody had told me one day at work, it was like, you can do this, you can do that, you know, and you can have everything you want, but God gave you that. So I was like, yeah, I thought about that and I took that and I was like, yeah, I have this car and stuff, but why can't I drive the church, you know, in that car? And I was like, why, it was on the tip of my tongue, I lost it. Let me see,
Take your time.
I lost it. I'll come back to it. I lost it.
Okay.
I lost it.